Hello, Self, Cosmos, Ohana, Soul Dr. Nick here. It is Thursday, November 27th, 2025. This is the due date for a dear friend. This is Magic Mirror Work. I'm here in Kona, Big Island, Hawaii, near Hilo and near Pahoa, in the backyard of this beautiful home that we're renting. Lots of birds, trees, hawks or roosters right here at sunrise, 6:30, 6:35 in the morning. And just seeing the kind of orange tipped cloud. There's some clouds there. It's rained overnight, and that's kind of how it goes. It rains overnight and then it's sunny during the daytime. So there's this dew, this wetness on the ground. And looking forward to actually being with all the light. There's a giant rain barrel here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom bungalow renting. It's really nice. Had our dear friends over last night and shared some food. We're going to go out and drive over some lava fields today and have a Thanksgiving lunch with some friends of friends, and looking forward to that celebration and looking forward to being out in the sunshine in the daytime in general. Really appreciating the fact that there's not a ton of mosquitoes here, and not a ton of bugs. There's some geckos and lizards. Apparently there's some slugs that we have to be careful of. And had some, I didn't have any papaya, but my family had papaya. I had passion fruit yesterday. I had star fruit. I had poke, both homemade and out. I had some local steak. Went to an Island Natural place. Definitely had some fatigue just from doing all that. Definitely even have some fatigue right now, but I want to be out in the sunlight. It's a desire to practice this. I definitely fell deeply asleep last night. So I definitely had quite a few hours of sleep, actually more than usual, because we went to bed earlier than usual. Probably got into bed and actually sleeping by about 10 and woke up at around 6. That's 8 hours, so catching up. And I knew I woke up a little earlier, didn't want to get out of bed yet. Had some dreams, dreaming I was trying to get on some teleconference call, funny enough, dreaming that someone had noticed another gentleman, Asian gentleman, a Chinese gentleman, a mainland Chinese gentleman who had nice teeth. And I was like, that's all, just like, no, he's got nice teeth, like something. And I was like, that's really cool. I can't say I noticed that about people in the same way. And when someone mentions something, I usually do have some noticing of it. And that's just a lot of times I'm hearing things now. It's not new. There's a part of me that practices patterned to agree with, notice. Yeah. And then just my beloved noticing patterns, noticing the half-truths, the thing people say, the thing we joke about. And I'm really grateful for that, the way she noticed things and points it out. Like, thank you for that. Sometimes I don't even notice my impact on others by what I say, do, or feel. And it's a really good reminder of the impact that we all have. Oh, the impact that we all have. And that's just it. That's just it. The discernment. The discernment. And I really appreciate that. The love and the discernment. It's funny. Some of the stubbornness that's there. Just noticing a lot more stubbornness in parents and people than translates into the children, right? Our children are our living legacies. Our children are the AI that we create. Our children are the decentralized processes. But right now, the way that I have been patterned and centralized, I want him to be like me. And how do I practice letting go of that? Not just trying to do the opposite, but to actively see where else can we come from? What else can we do? Where else can we create resilience? Where else can we create fun? And in the fun, creating resilience, because it's not just about creating resilience. If I was doing that, I'd just be like, all right, sink or swim, sink or swim, sink or swim. Magic mirror work is for me, through me, by me, as me. So I'm just playing with all this because out in the sunshine. I want to be here for about another half an hour before I go in and start doing the animal work, and I can come in and out. But I really want to be here for these beautiful colors, these different times, and I'm wearing this cool tan tank top because I want to let some sun through, but it's still chilly in the morning. So, so many cool birds, coconut trees, the full-size coconuts. I think they're coconuts at least, and I don't know what to do with those coconuts yet. I don't actually know what to do with those coconuts yet. I could probably use a big fucking cleaver. That's probably true. Big fucking cleaver. Hack some of these things apart. Use a mallet. It's funny, some of the things that I have at home of multiples, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I do like that. I like having a mallet around. I like having a mallet around. I didn't bring a tuning fork, funny enough. It's funny the things I could have brought that I did not bring. And then recognizing, yeah, it would be not easy and not hard to create a home base here. And not easy, not hard to create a base in Vancouver Island. And not easy, not hard to create a new storage shed or shipping container for storage in our lovely in-laws place, right? That's probably what we'd want to do if we were going to do something. Like some kind of actual climate controlled, climate sealed storage shed. And we'd have to be really careful because even if we seal it, how easy would that be to be unsealed or anything else like that? Haven't written back to Bob, getting things set up. Haven't applied for the ancestral, which is just getting my name out there. Haven't listened to my dear friend Matt's message. Haven't sent out an email about the breath. Haven't changed the time, so probably don't change the time. Have it be really early. That's a good point. And just feel all the feels. Feel all the feels. Oh. Feel all the feels. Feel all the feels. Feel all the feels. It isn't always easy, and it doesn't have to be hard. I'm just trying to think of when I'm going to do breath and how it might impact sunrise for me. When I'm going to do this call with my dear friend for work, and how that's going to impact sunrise. There's just all these things. Uploading a video needs to be slightly edited, trimmed at the beginning and the end. Trimmed at the beginning and at the end. I can do the trimming, let's be honest. It doesn't take me that long. Okay. I'm wanting someone else to do it, but I'm trying to manipulate someone else to do it. Interesting. All right, so I've got to submit all the things about the insurance as well. We're in Hawaii now. We're getting sunrise, we're re-energizing, we're revitalizing. We're getting busy again. Look at the tops of these clouds. It's interesting. It's easy to see how without a basis for reality. There's so many ways I could interpret what I'm seeing. And the interpretation that has stuck the most that we've been told is truly, truly, truly the truth. And it resonates in many ways, at least in the material world, is that we're a big, round, blue dot in the middle of the cosmos. That we've got an atmosphere around us that refracts light and it turns blue and other colors. That these white, gray, billowing things are clouds above me that are condensation, that drop rain occasionally. That at the sunrise, because the sun is at such an angle, that there's coloration on the light beams, and it goes from infrared, near infrared to full spectrum light. That this red and infrared light is important because it helps create and helps generate and remind the circadian rhythm, the hormones, that it's important to get outside to actually build up this solar callus, we call it, so that we can actually reproduce some of these hormones that we've been forgetting. One of the big ones being this vasopressin, and not having to pee unless you really need to pee, and having choice and control and all that other lovely stuff in the matter. That the melanin sheaths are being rebuilt, that we're being in low EMF and things are getting rejuvenated, the nervous system is getting redone. I'm recording a little video probably in a few days for my dear friend Kevin and others, recording a video about the sun and reminding myself that there's an increased level of clarity as I'm coming back out to the sunrise again. And then just also what it's like to actually be out in nature again, to be away from the intensities of the EMFs, to find some kind of middle ground right now for places to rent, to buy, to be, to love. All these differences, all these differences, all these stimmy checks. All this uncertainty. Grateful for the uncertainties, and definitely will be taking some money from my dad, if possible, to buy a place, to invest in a place, to be with a place, to be with a bigger place in space and complex. That would be amazing. All right. Those are some of the starting points. Those are some of the starting points. Let's play with that as a beginning for now. Let's plant some roots down in terms of climate and temperature and ways of being. Let's actually rejuvenate, relax, resolve. Let's love this morning up. Let's love this sunrise up. Let's just practice the affirmations that I remember. I'm a genius and I apply my wisdom. I feel to heal. Today is going to be a wunderbar day. Everything is a story. I always have a choice. The only constant is change. Trust is the currency. I'm a walking dichotomy, paradox. Hello, dragonfly. If my mother was the mother I'd hoped she'd be, I would not be the man I'm proud to be today. Wisdom is the instantaneous recognition that crisis is a blessing. Sunlight, water, magnetism, basis of good health. Those are the ones I remember right now. I'm just remembering all the different patternings, all the repatternings. Just repatterning the body, just repatterning the body. Recognizing even my hands are getting sore from holding this, and how do I stop holding this as much? Haven't actually created a space for that yet. I opened some of the blinds for my beloved because she wants to try waking up with sunrise. We'll try this briefly, eh? See how this goes, just so I don't have to hold it as much. Standing on the earth. Yeah, I've got some sore forearms, sore hands. These are a legacy of all the years of playing video games, of stressing out the body, of trying to numb myself, of of trying to kill myself. That's part of it too, is really working not just with my own death urge, but the death urge of so many people. There's so many people that are just, they're not living, they're just seeing, what do I need to do to die or not die? There's some amazing roosters, chickens, and they're territorial. It's so funny to see them almost attacking each other, one of them flying over the height of a fence. Like, these feel more like the prehistoric birds that they should be, not the captured, cultivated, docile beings that are in such concentration that dis-ease is coming out. And we're wondering why that is. And not knowing the truth, right? So many things going on, whether it's the culling of farms, and whether it's a shutting down, whether it's the deaths, whether it's the wars. What's actually going on? I don't know is the biggest answer. What's going on with history? What's going on with the future? I don't know what's going on terrestrially, extraterrestrially. I don't know. I don't know. And I do sometimes. It feels like no, but part of it is shifting from facts to possibilities. Over and over again, we have been patterned into the facts. What are the facts of the matter? As if there's an objective truth that we will all forevermore come to an agreement for. And even that, there was this giant fire in Hong Kong, and what is the fact of it? I'll never know, but what I can see is the effect, the consequences. There are a number of people that died. There's some I was going to say amazing, not amazing. There's some giant fires that engulfed multiple buildings. I can only imagine what's going on for my dad. I think we'll leave him a little message. We'll give him a little call. And yeah, and just being with it all. Being with it all. And all the stories that we've had, all the stories in the past, whether, I have had challenges with cold because of cold swimming pools going to, getting cold water. That can be part of my story, but every story that we have, the cause and the effect, there's someone else that's had the same cause or similar cause with a different effect, right? Oh, I got in the cold and it helped trigger the whole cold thermogenesis. And that's part of it. How do I actually say yes to most things at least once? Try it out. How do we start waking up earlier? How do we start coordinating the bodies? And I'm really grateful for my beloved wanting to, having a desire to try to wake up earlier. And just opening the blinds, letting in some of that light. Letting in some of that light, some of that natural light. What else is there? Just loving. I love so much. I love so many. I am so grateful. Going back to gratitude, grateful for all the people, all the ways that have shaped life into what it is. Noticing how people are, jealous of being able to take time off and just being with that. How do we celebrate each other's successes? How do we celebrate how we can live life? How do we celebrate how we can live, the possibility of living? The possibility of living this way. So I am noticing that for myself. How do I celebrate the possibility of living this way? And this is my work. I'm at a different stage than some others are. I am older than. I'm in a different season. I'm also younger than some people. How do I leverage all of this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth? Deep breath in, breath out. Breath ins and breath outs. Breath ins and breath outs. And just being able to have the calls when I want to. Hearing the cocks. I'll probably have some more calls out in the front. Right? Have some kind of outdoor setup. And just love it up. Just love it up. All right, is there anything else right now? I've had some sore gums in the upper right, and it's just a reminder, what have I been doing? What heat have I been putting in the body that I haven't let out? When I wake up in the morning, I can definitely feel it in my breath and trapped in my lungs. I'm just breathing outside and being outside as much as I can. Just allowing whatever needs to be connected to the earth, whether we call it the electrons being drained through. Like, it can feel funny, right? The whole idea of earth, you just need to stand on the earth because we've forgotten. I've forgotten so much. Getting probably some barefoot runners again, see what those are going to be like. Ordering some more stuff, and just letting that happen as well. Got the daylight computer on the way, looking forward to that. Recognizing the light, recognizing the EMF, recognizing all these different parts that are going on. And we can chat about that, not right or wrong, rather what are the foundational aspects that we would want for ourselves and for others, and noticing if I'm trying to preach or impose or act like I am the final truth on something. That's an important piece, and not trying to be too much. I think that's sometimes there's only so much someone can spend time with me because I'm trying to be too freaking much. Just getting to know someone again, getting to hear their story without having to be more than just a story. I really want more of that. Never knowing when I'll see someone again. Being with the fatigue that's there. There's a fatigue that's been here. All right. Love to bow, love to the beings, love to the family. Love to the creepy crawlies, love to the plants, love to the four directions, love to the allies and teachers. Sending some messages out. Ciao for now.